Hey guys, Icon here from Voclia Music. In this video, we're going to look at singing melodies using Dubler's pitch bend feature, which allows for singing expressive melodies and also more complicated melodies because of the flexibility of Dubler's pitch wheel. We actually demonstrated this technique in a video released recently where we were performing a cover of Muse's Starlight and some of its melodies. Be sure to check that out in the link in the description, and let's dive right in. So first, it would make sense to break down what exactly we mean by singing melody with pitch bend. Normally, while singing melodies in Dubler, you have to hit each note with a clear syllable or transient sound. For example, we'll first use this Alchemy preset, Retro Space Lead. And in Dubler, I'll put this pitch bend range back down to 0. For example, so singing that way, as you saw, I had to hit every single note, as I mentioned before. But if I sing using pitch bend, I can hit only one note and then modulate my own pitch while sustaining the note to sing a complicated melody that way. For example, I'll put on pitch bend range in Dubler, arm the track. For singing in pitch bend to work, you have to make sure that your synth's pitch bend range matches the pitch bend range in Dubler. So in Dubler, for example, we have plus minus 12 here. And this is the ideal setting to be able to sing melodies this way because it allows you to travel through the 12 notes of the chromatic scale. So all 12 notes we have available to us, basically. So you make sure to have Dubler set to plus minus 12, and then go to your synth. All synths have a pitch bend range hidden somewhere. In Alchemy's case, it's here in the voices section, and it is commonly in the voices section, the pitch bend range. And here we also have it set to minus 12 and plus 12. If it doesn't match Dubler, it won't work the way you want it to, and the pitch will go all over the place. So it's definitely something to be mindful of. You saw that while I was singing that, Dubler only showed the D note, because that was the first note I hit, and then I just sustained that note and changed the pitch. If we recorded that as MIDI information, it would also only be seen as one note. For example, I'll solo that, arm it. As you can see, we only got one MIDI note, and that's the first C note I hit there. So you might ask, how do we edit this? Because it's only the pitch bend information that we recorded, because we only recorded one note here. This is one of the disadvantages of singing melodies this way, is that you won't have precise control over every single note in the melody like you would do if you sang in normal mode without pitch bend. Each DAW records MIDI pitch bend information when you record. In Logic, what you'd have to do is click this envelope button, click on region, and down here in pitch bend, we have all the detailed information of all of our pitch movement. Let's listen to that again. Now, it's still possible to edit this. For example, if you're a bit flat or a bit sharp in some situations, you can select an amount of the pitch envelope and raise it, for example. Yeah, you're able to make small modifications like that, but the precise control you'd get singing every single note with a transient is much more, of course. But with this way of singing, you can sing more complicated melodies at a faster tempo, and you can also get expressive with bends, etc. You'll also notice that it can sometimes sound dissonant if you're not singing the exact note, which is very hard to do with no musical context in the background. For example, you can see that when I'm singing the notes, I'm never exactly able to hit the exact right note. I'm always a bit to the left, a bit to the right. But this is okay as long as you're a bit close. It won't sound dissonant and you can still get a workable melody. But the best way to do this is to have a musical context in the background. This could be some chords, this could be a pad, a drone, something that will help you sing in key while performing. Here we have this pad. I'm going to use our lead synth to try and sing a melody over this using pitch bend. As a second example, we have an upright bass from Logic's EXS24 sampler. First, we'll just go to Dubler, bring the octave down back to 0, and make sure our pitch bend range is still plus or minus 12. Let's look at this patch. And again here in the pitch bend range, we've set 12 to match Dubler's. Here's how this patch sounds. This kind of matches the way upright bass players play using bend movements on frets. Let's try to sing that with a drum beat. I sang a line with a lot of bends to emphasize this technique. Again, we can look at the MIDI and see we don't have every single note we sang. That last note is nice where it goes boy. Another thing to be mindful of is that when you switch presets in a synth, the pitch bend range will also change. So you'll have to go back in and switch the range usually while trying to find a sound to use with this technique. For example, I'll just click right here. And I already see it went back to -2, +2, and I'll even go back to the space lead preset, and then again, it went to its default of +2, -2. So again, all you have to do is set this to -12, +12, and have that match with the plus and -12 in Dubler, and you're good to go. Thanks for watching. We hope you use this technique to come up with some awesome melodies and bass lines, and be sure to send us any music or videos you have using Dubler to sing melodies this way, and we'll be sure to check it out and share it. If you have any questions about any of the techniques in the video, definitely leave a comment below and we'll be sure to get back to you. For more information about Dubler, head to voclia.com and subscribe for more videos. See you next time.